And we're back. Day 2 of our experience on the Carnival Radiance. We have shown you what that first day was like, traveling from Tennessee, landing in California, Long Beach, and embarking on our, what is this, a 4-day cruise. So here's the thing, we talked about just doing this cruise just a little bit differently than we have other cruises, where typically we're up bright and early and just doing stuff, whether it's filming stuff so you guys can see, or just getting involved in activities that might be happening around the ship. This one was a little bit unique because we actually had no sea day. We left the afternoon of a Monday, and the next day we arrived in, Catalina Island. For those of you who don't know, it's still in America, even though it's right on the sort of coastal border of the US and Mexico. It's still technically California. So that's pretty cool. But we decided that we were just gonna really take things a little bit slow and sleep in just a little bit, maybe like we would have if it was an actual sea day. It also gave everybody a chance to kind of get off the ship so we can have just a free ship that day as well.
We had breakfast in the main dining room. I took advantage of that, and like he said, just took the morning a little slower. There are a lot of excursions that you can do through Carnival, so check that out online at carnival.com, or you can check it out on your Carnival Hub app. Another option, if you're already on board, is to go down to the Carnival Adventures desk, and they have pamphlets and things there that will help you decide. We've been here before, and a lot of the excursions they've offered we've already experienced. So Catalina Island's unique just by walking around and just seeing what they had to offer. And so because we knew we were kind of wanting to split our time more between having the ship a little more freer with less people on it, and also just taking the kids for them to see Catalina Island, we were not in a rush. We had a nice sit-down breakfast that morning. I think Stella and I tagged about 120 ducks to put around this ship. And yeah, we just kind of took the day easy.
We had lunch aboard the ship, and afterwards, that's when we decided to get off and go explore Catalina Island on foot.
Catalina Island is a tender port, so you need to just consider that in your time. If you were doing an excursion, you just need to keep in mind that you cannot just walk off the ship. You would need to wait for the tender to fill up with enough people. And once it's full, then they will take you ashore. And so that took about 20 minutes. And depending on the time of day, it can take longer time during the day just to get to the tender. But sometimes when you go later, you're waiting for the tender to fill up enough for them to take you. So that was the case with us. We waited later in the day. So we had way less of a line, but then we had to sit on the ship, on the boat, and just wait for it to fill up with other people who were also wanting to go aboard with us.
Yeah, because those are big tender boats. We've been in some places where the boats can take maybe 100 or so people. This one probably could have filled up with 300 plus people. And so it takes a long time for those people to get on board, and you just got to sit there and wait. From the time the actual tender boat leaves the ship to get to the shore at Catalina Island was only a few minutes, but the entire process, you should plan on it taking, 20 to 30 minutes. Some people reported as much as 45 minutes just trying to get off the ship. So just think about that and plan ahead. We are on our ferry ride from our ship, that's that way, and we are heading to dock on Catalina Island. No excursions in this one. We're just gonna see where our feet can take us.
So a couple features when we got to Catalina Island, we hadn't been there in years, but some things had really changed. the whole port area had really been developed well. There's a small playground there. There's a basketball court there. And also there was this little beach, makeshift beach that we had not seen before. And so the kids immediately wished that we had brought their swimsuits.
Yes.
It was just a free beach. It's very small, but it was enough sand that if you wanted to, get your toes in it or go down a small ladder and get into the water, you could have free of charge. You would just want to make sure that you had your bathing suit and a towel from the ship with you for that.
You are in an active marina, so you will see tons of boats, small, medium, large, and mega, even yachts all around. And so this beach, they had it roped off with a net, and you can really see the area that you're allowed to be in. It's not huge, but it is enough to experience the water at Catalina Island.
Yeah. If you were like us and you just weren't really feeling the excursion offers, but you still wanted to just get in the water, that would be an option for you. There is so much shopping at Catalina Island, anywhere from getting ice cream, burgers, pizza, seafood, tons of restaurants, but they have jewelry stores, tons of souvenir stores. And they even have like local taxis that you can just go and get. And we also saw a few different, I think it was zip lining and kayaking and just things that you didn't need an excursion through Carnival, but if you wanted to just go and, get that locally, you could. So tons of options in Catalina. So be prepared for that. If you don't have a plan, there's many options that you can just kind of find your way through it. We were here from 9 a.m. to I think about 5 p.m. So it is a long port day. And we got off after lunch and felt like we still had plenty of time to just walk around and explore and take in the sights.
We walked a couple hundred yards sort of uphill along the coast and made our way to an observatory that I believe they converted to a casino.
Yeah.
And maybe a movie theater. A really large building that you can't miss whenever you're on the ship looking into shore. Beautiful building. You walk around and you get to where you can really look out back towards the ocean, and man, what a view.
If you keep walking right from the port and you go past the observatory, it takes you around a path that goes around the shoreline. The path will end at a beach, and there is a privately owned area that you can actually go and rent kayaks, single or double, and go and explore out in the water for the day. And so we kind of stumbled across that at the end of our day. So not enough time for us to take advantage of it, but we'll post those details for you guys so that you're able to see and know that there are a lot of options there. Again, if you're not feeling all the excursion options, you still can have an excursion of your own just while you're there at that port.
I feel like this trip for us at Catalina Island was really more of a recon trip for us, because we've been there 6-7 years ago. We've seen what has changed and what we have access to for free or for a reasonable cost if you just want to stay around that area. I think the next time we show up to Catalina Island, we'll be a little bit more prepared.
Definitely.
Swimsuit and some cash, go some kayaking, and just enjoy that area a little bit more. Walking back on our ferry back to the Carnival Radiance. Just a quick little trip to Catalina Island, which is such a beautiful, beautiful place to see. It has been 6 or 7 years since the last time Rebekah and I were here, and we have noticed a few changes, but overall, it's primarily and generally the same. The sun finally came out in Catalina Island, and man, it was absolutely beautiful. But now we're all wrapped up, and we are heading back to our ship. Tonight is elegant night. So we gotta get all showered up and freshened up and ready for tonight.
Hello, we're about to leave Catalina Island.
Yeah, we were really excited to experience that with the kids and just get dressed up. Stella and I had matching dresses, so we were very excited to display those.
Super adorable.
But we had a great meal. I mean, they always feed us well, but formal night is always just a little special. They try to up the menu just a little bit and serve you some different meat selections, and it was great. We had a good time. Our
13-year-old Max has been really taking advantage of the kids program that Carnival offers, which is always included. His age range is Circle C, and looking just at the Hub app, we can tell what activities are happening for his age range, when things are open and where they will be around the ship. So parents, you can really have great access to just knowing where your kids are and what they're up to. But he enjoyed that so much. As soon as it was time, he's like, "Hey, can I just go up to my camp?" I'm like, "Absolutely." And he's safe. These counselors are always with them, and they're just with their peers, having fun and meeting new folks.
Stella falls into the range of the sharks, which is 9 to 11. And so that seems to be a very rambunctious group. This is her third cruise. And this is the third time she has reported not appreciating the energy that the other cruising children bring to her camp. So we have provided her with some earplugs to help with that. I think there's a lot of excitement, maybe a lot of ice cream intake that really contributes to
the rambunctiousness.
The rambunctiousness of the children. Also for that age group, you're allowed to give your child the option to sign themselves in and out. Stella's very responsible and knows the ship very well, so we allowed for her to be able to do that, which actually works to our advantage because her and Max's camps, the camps are right there together. So it's great. They were able to check on each other and also meet each other and come up or down to our room with each other safely. And it was really great. And we could let them know, hey, meet us in the Liquid Lounge or the Limelight Lounge for a show. And so it just worked really great.
Yeah. In fact, if you're traveling with kids from all different ranges of age, all of the camps are literally right in the same area. The little ones, the ones in the middle, and then the teenagers, they're just right there all in the same place. So that's really convenient. In addition, I think you just pointed out something that's very, very helpful for parents to know is that this ship is extremely navigable. Like it's not difficult to figure out where things are. Most things are going to be on one or two different decks, and there are maps everywhere. And so, yeah, our 10-year-old can easily navigate this ship really without us from one end to the next. And that's really, really, really nice.
Not all kids have cell phones or have iPhones, and so ours don't. And one of the things that was really helpful is that I found a lady on Etsy that actually makes little cards front and back for any Carnival ship that you're on. And so it shows all the main highlights of whether it's entertaining areas or the restaurants and the different floors that they're on. And so we'll also tag that below. So if you're going to go on a ship with one of your kids and you're wondering how they would even be able to find you, there are maps throughout in the areas of the stairwells and the elevators, but on the lanyards where they have their sail and sign card, we were able to just also put that map card that I had purchased on Etsy. And so if they ever forgot and they were standing still and needed to remember where they were going, that cue card has actually been really helpful for them as well when they don't have a cell phone and access to the Carnival Hub app.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. Please like, subscribe, and share this channel with someone that can benefit from some of these cruises that we've been on. If you've got any questions, please drop them in a comment. We'd love to know and love to be a part of the conversation. Till next time, happy sailing. Stick around for the next video where Rebekah and I talk about day 3, our time in Ensenada, Mexico.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you know someone who loves cruising as much as we do, please feel free to share our channel with them.